Okay. Students, if you can unmute yourself, please let me know as to how many of you actually went through the OMR circular.
They can just put it on chat actually.
Did you go through the OMR circular?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you have gone through the OMR circular. All right. I'll just go through the circular once again. After I'm done with this, perhaps we can open the virtual space for questions. And the recording is switched on.
Yes, the recording is on, so we can share it after this over. Yeah.
Okay. Right. If you take a look at this OMR sheet, you'll find that the details of the candidate is pre-filled in the OMR sheet. All that you have to do is write the question paper code, which is in the upper right corner in the space provided. The question paper code will be written on the question paper. Do you see an OMR number here? Anang, is that the right one that I'm saying?
Yeah, it will be printed on the question paper. It will not be written on the question paper. Whatever code is being printed on the question paper needs to be filled in the column given there.
Right. So, yes. So as sir mentioned, the candidate, that is you have to write the question paper code, which will be given in the question paper. The code has to be written in the upper right corner. If you can see the mouse, the arrow that's moving, it's right here. Now, the candidate has to write in his or her own handwriting. Do you see the mouse moving, the arrow moving? So here you're supposed to write, I confirm that all particulars given above are correct in your own handwriting in the space provided. Now, you can use only blue or black ballpoint pen for filling the desired information and for giving your responses. You have to use only a blue or black ballpoint pen. Use of pencil is strictly prohibited, and if it is found that the candidate has used the pencil for filling the OMR sheet, it will be considered as use of unfair means and action will be taken against the candidate as per unfair means rules. So please do not use pencil. Please use only a blue or a black ballpoint pen. Now, following are the important features of this OMR sheet. There is a space for answering 60 questions. For instance, certain papers have different set of number of questions to be answered. But generally, an OMR sheet will have 60 questions, irrespective of the total questions given in the question paper of any subject. Now, all of you will use maximum circles as per total questions given in the question paper for giving the responses. This should be only in serial. Now, for instance, Kavita miss, how many questions are there for physics to be answered?
Ma'am?
How many questions are to be answered for physics 12th standard paper?
Out of 60, they have to attend 50 questions, ma'am.
Okay. So, question number 1 till question number 50. In the same order, you have to give your responses. Just because you don't know question number 45, you decide to attempt question number 55. It will not be considered, it will not be evaluated. That is what we mean. You have to answer the questions in serial. So candidates will use maximum circles as per total questions. For example, if you have to answer 50 questions, you will answer from question number 1 till question number 50 in the serial. Answers given after maximum question number will not be evaluated. Meaning, if there are 45 questions in some question papers and the candidate is changing question number 46 in OMR and writing this question as 45 and then giving the answer, it will not be evaluated. For giving a response, if you take a look, circles A, B, C, D are given in front of each question in a row. Candidate, once confident about the correctness of reply, should darken the circle with a pen. You have to shade it with your blue or black ballpoint pen. Students, please do not put a tick mark. Please do not put a cross mark. You have to shade it completely. Darken it fully with a black or a blue ballpoint pen. Now take a look at the way, if you see the mouse moving on the correct method that I am circling, that is how you're supposed to circle your answers. Now, going further, after 4 circles are over, there is a box that is given in the same row. If you see my mouse moving, there is a box given on the same row. So when you choose an answer, for instance, you've chosen circle B, you have to write that answer in the box provided. Enanga, am I correct?
Yeah. So what you need to do is, suppose you think that you have answered B, then in that box that you should write B. Do you understand? I hope all of you understand. Just put it on the chat box that you understand, yes, yes, or whatever. Just put it in there. And so that box is meant for you to mention the answer which you have marked. Okay? Then Mansa Madam can continue. Yeah.
After the box, again a circle is given ahead of box wherein the question number is also written inside the circle. Can you see a hash? Below the hash, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, this circle is to be darkened only if you have not attempted the question. If you don't attempt the question, then you circle that, then you darken that number. Otherwise, don't darken. Do not darken. If you write your response, first of all, when you want to write your responses, first you're supposed to shade. First step is shade. Darken the circle. Next, write the alphabet that you have circled. Don't touch the hash box. If you don't know the response, then you darken the hash, whichever the question that you do not know, which you don't want to attempt. Am I correct, Tinga?
I want to just give an example here. See, what practice that you people should follow is, suppose you have question, like all of you, we have questions 1, 2, and 3. Now you take, you attempt, you just attempt one, you attempt question number 1. When you attempt question number 1, what you do, you think that B is the correct answer, so you darken B, and then you come to the box and you put the B. In the hashtag, you leave the circle empty. Now you go to the second question. You don't want to attempt that question. You darken that hashtag alone, as that is the circle there too. You just darken them. Now what I would suggest that you people do is, even if you don't know, if you're not going to attempt the question or don't know, at the beginning of the examination, don't go and mark anything there. Wait for the last 5 minutes or 10 minutes when you are checking and you are absolutely sure that you don't know the answer, then go and mark it. Now, suppose you know the third question, you have to match the question number with the question number here. Don't go put the answer in 2. You have to put the answer in 3. Okay? So that is how this thing works. Yeah, Mansana.
And also, I suggest that you attempt all the questions. Why should they not? Why should they leave any? Is there any negative marking? Illa illanga?
As far as we know, there is no negative marking. So if there is no negative marking, you can attempt, since there is no negative marking, you can attempt all questions, even if you don't know, try and understand what it is about and figure it out and take the best possible guess and attempt the question.
Yeah, that's what I feel. What sir says and what I'm also saying is don't leave any question unattempted. Attempt all the questions. So leave that hash column completely empty. So now remember this. Candidates are advised that first of all, they should mark the response by darkening the circle. If you are fully satisfied, then write a response in the box. The purpose of giving a box is only that if any candidate wishes to change the response, the same be written in the box. For instance, as sir mentioned, if you think that by mistake you shaded C instead of B, then what you do, in that box you write B. Am I right? I hope I've given the right example.
Yes. And what other thing which you have to do is, see, once you write where it says box, that column, you be very, very careful with it. Okay? Because suppose you think that you're attempting about 5 or 6 questions. Then you decide, oh, okay, my number 2 answer is not right. Unless you are absolutely sure, don't go fill the box. Because once you fill the box, if you put A there, you cannot change the answer to B because that will not be evaluated.
Yeah. So reply written in the box will be treated as final. I'm repeating, reply written in the box will be treated as final. But students, please understand, you have to shade a circle and write in the box. If you leave the response unshaded, if you forget to darken and you simply write the answer in the box, it will not be evaluated. You have to darken the circle and write the response in the box. Only then your answer will be evaluated. So I'm repeating the details given in the OMR circular. If the box is empty and the response is marked in the circle, it will be considered that the question has not been attempted by the candidate. If the response is given in a box and the circle is left blank, it will be considered that the question has been attempted by the candidate. If all the 4 circles, box and last circle are left blank, it will be considered that the question has not been attempted. So please darken the circle and write the response in the box for it to be completely evaluated.
And what we will do is, since your revision exams are going on now, we will try to give you a similar answer sheet. Mess, you already have answer sheets printed, or how is it?
Sir, first 2 exam we printed and kept ready, sir.
Okay, so it doesn't matter, just change it to this format, the answer sheet, OMR sheet.
Yes, sir.
So that the children are able to practice practice this.
Okay, sir. Sir, just I want to, ma'am, if you don't mind, shall I?
Oh, yeah, yes, please.
Ma'am, the dash track is actually what I mean. Each section children will have a choice, ma'am. So 6 questions, if it is given that they have to answer only 5, for example. Then if I am not answering the 4th question, I am going with 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5 and 6. I am not answering 4th means I have to write that 4th I am not going to use it. That is for the choice, I think so, sir, ma'am.
Oh,
for the choice purpose. That means they won't consider as for evaluation, ma'am. For that purpose only they are giving that one, ma'am. The children each and every session they're having a choice, ma'am.
Oh, I
Yes, ma'am.
see.
Like that in
Okay,
physics,
okay.
if suppose section A 25 question means they have to write only 20 questions, ma'am. They must leave 5 questions for that section.
So
Section B
their wish,
24
ma'am.
question. Yes, ma'am.
So
20
what we
question.
did,
Any
sorry,
4 they
Kavita.
can leave. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, even when we did a cluster also, we marked the option. That is the children who didn't attend that full box. We gave, mark it as a O R, that we gave as a C. That is a choice. The child choose as a choice. So we didn't consider it as for the evaluation, ma'am. We did like that only. For that purpose, only I think they gave us a hashtag and to
No,
circle it, ma'am.
there's an MS. See, I
Yes,
don't
sir.
know what purpose the hashtag is meant for, or that is not our concern. Now, if a question is not answered, just mark it, it is not answered. That's it. Rest
Noga,
of it
அது choice பிரகாரம் பண்றாங்க. அதாவது suppose Kavita miss, do you want to explain that?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, we have, for example, like physics and chemistry in the both sections. We have section A, section B, section C means they have to write instead of the 25 questions they have given in the question paper. They must attend only 20 questions. They have to leave 5 questions. So they have to mark it there in the hash, any 5 they can take. If suppose the child has written all 25 means, if suppose everything was right means, we have to cut first 5 or last 5.
Okay, so that is why they
The
have
marks.
to darken the circle if question, the hashtag if it was not attempted.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Any other teacher needs to give any other input? And the students, you can post your doubts. Is there a way to unmute them?
Yeah, I think everybody is able to unmute themselves. Everybody can unmute themselves. If anybody has a question, put it in the chat box, your name, and unmute yourself. Yeah, Ayush, what's this about? Are you able to unmute yourself?
Ayush Senapati, same doubt. What is that, ma? Has it been clarified? Okay. Okay.
You're not able to you're not able to unmute yourself. Okay, let us see why you're not able to unmute yourself. Okay, anybody else has got a question? We will try and unmute you individually.
Sir, one more doubt, sir. Sir, as our sir said, ma'am, all the answers, if suppose section A 25 question, which is there, all the answers, if suppose they answered means, they given that, if suppose in between anything wrong, last 4 answers correct means, sir, we have to reduce last 4 answers. அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சொல்லிருக்காங்க சார். அதனால we tell them to leave that 5. Is that, sir, what I'm saying is correct, sir?
Now, see, what I would suggest we do is, we will get the student to attempt everything. Then let them mark whichever thing which they don't want them, which they don't want the evaluator to evaluate. That is which they are doubtful. No, let them go there and mark that box alone that they are not attempted there.
Yes, sir. That for that only I just am asking this, sir. Suppose in the evaluation, if suppose they have given first 4, so 25 questions. If suppose the child answered, In between that question number 11 to 15, if suppose he answered wrongly means we put wrong, sir. When we are evaluating the first 25, what they have given, first 4 we have to take it as it's a wrong. But first 4 is wrong means if suppose, sir.
So what we can do is to avoid that thing, like avoid them choosing which 4 is wrong. We can just mark which the children are doubtful. No, they can mark 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, cross it, circle it that it is not attempted. So that we can evaluate what is attempted.
என்னங்க அது சாய்ஸ் மாறும்ல உங்க தேவசேனா மிஸ்
No sir, no ma'am, what sir is it correct? The child if they are having a doubt, so நான் எக்ஸாம்க்கு எல்லாமே எழுதி முடிச்சிட்டு எனக்கு 11th 12th 13th wrong 25 question answer பண்ணலனா அது நான் போய்ட்டு அந்த hashtag if I mark it, then they won't be evaluating that answer. So what Kavita miss told that all the other 20 questions they will take it as a take it for the correction.
Okay. And Narasimhan sir?
Yes ma'am. Ma'am, the first 20 questions, suppose the students written the 25, all the 25 questions means the first 20 only considered to be evaluated. Even the 21st question to 25th question, the answer is right means that's not evaluate now.
அதுதான் அதுல போட்டிருக்கு in serial ன்னு போட்டிருக்கு. அதுதான் நான் சொல்ல வரேன்.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, see, if you are saying that it is not attempted, so you got 1 to 25, and you're saying, okay, I'm only sure about 1, 3, 5, 7, like that, and 2, 4, 6, I'm not sure. So what I can do, I can go there and put a circle there, which would mean that it is not attempted. So they cannot evaluate that. They have to evaluate only 1, 3, 6. That's what they can evaluate.
Yes, only the 20 only consider, sir.
It will be the student's choice what they are evaluating.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I hope the students understood this.
And we can show them in physically and we can say it, ma'am, once again in a school.
Yeah, so let me explain this again. See, now what your teachers, Kavita Miss, Narasimhan sir and Devasena Miss are saying is, during the evaluation process, see, let us assume that the question paper has got 25 questions. Now, if you attempt 25 questions, then if you have, let's say it's got 25 questions, and you're allowed to attempt only 20, 5 questions are choices. Then, if you're going to attempt all 25, then as per the board evaluation rules, they will take in only question number 1 to 20 in a serial order.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 will not be evaluated even if your answer is correct.
Yes,
so
sir.
What you need to do is, suppose you're attempting all the questions, and you're saying, okay, okay, I have doubt in question number 4, 6, and 7. So I don't want my teacher to mark that or drop the bottom 4, which I think is correct. Then you should go and put 4 not attempted, 6 not attempted, 7 not attempted. So that way, what happens? They can only evaluate the first 20. Bottom the first 20 kulla vandu.
Yes, sir.
Got it clear?
Yes, sir.
Children, please, if anybody has got a doubt, please put it now. Let's clarify it for you. Okay, so we will, okay, then let's move on. Anybody else, anything else that needs to be said? Okay, so let us, I think we need to do I think that's about the OMR sheet, right? Mansa madam, is there anything else left with it? And remember that the bottom column has to be filled, no?
I'll just share the screen again.
In your handwriting.
Yeah, that part I told in the beginning itself.
So we are going to recap. Let me do a recap. If there is anything else, we will get Mansa madam to do a recap on it. First, your names and roll numbers are already pre-fed into the OMR sheet. As soon as you need to carry only a ballpoint pen. The ballpoint pen should be blue or black. You cannot use a pencil to write any of the answers. If you use pencil, then it will be considered as malpractice. So don't use a pencil. Now, the correct way to mark any answer is given in the OMR sheet itself. It says wrong method, which means you should not put tick, cross mark, all those things. You should only put a dark circle using your blue pen and or a black pen. Then your question paper code is printed on your question paper. So you take that code and write it in the column, that is the row that is provided there. Got it? Then what you do, then it has got a, then you come down and start answering the question. Now I would suggest, like, suggest that you answer all questions. Okay. Now, how do you answer the question? You answer the question in serial order. Suppose you are answering question number 1, and your response to that question is B. You go and darken the B circle. Leave the hash column empty. Don't touch the hash column. Hash column means it is not answer. That is what the hash column is meant for. Now, once you are absolutely sure about the answer, then you go mention your response in the box that is provided. Okay. Now, as your teachers have told you, if you have 25 questions are given, 20 is the choice that is there. You have attempted all 25 and you are not sure about a couple of them, then whichever one you're not sure of, go and fill the hash column. Fill the hash column, which means there is no response for it, which means you are not attempted it. Okay, this is the basic way to handle this OMR sheet. Mansa madam can just concur, and then anything is left out, we can talk.
And after that, you have to write in your handwriting, I confirm that all particulars given above are correct in your own handwriting in this box, and you have to sign it in your running handwriting. This box here, you can see it.
Okay, and don't simply sign. Please check your name there. Check your school number, school code will be written, the school code, and the name of your school will be there. Check all that, and then make entry of it. Okay. Okay. So I guess that's about it. Anybody has any questions? We'll take some questions if you have. If you don't have any questions, then we will move on.
Sir, only one request. If possible, could you please share the recording of this session, sir?
Yes, it will be shared.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure whether it can be done today, but I think by tomorrow we can share.
Yeah, please, because we find some difficulty in logging in. So if you share this video, then it would be helpful for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And regarding the exams, we were supposed to start today. Devasana Miss will figure out how it goes, because again tomorrow is a government holiday. So we'll figure out how it's being done, and we'll let you know.
Okay. So we're not sure whether it's going to be a holiday again on Wednesday or Thursday, depending upon the rain. If we are going to have very heavy rains, then we will not have physical classes. We will let you know how it is to be done, because we want you to have a revision before you go in for. We want you to have the second revision before you go in for the term 1 board examination. Okay. And Devasana Miss and Anita Miss will keep you people posted.
Sure, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Mansa ma'am, I think that's about it. I don't think anybody has any questions.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, children. Thank you, teachers.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir and ma'am.